maybe sometimes you have to carry this stuff and you do everything. So I believe that we might be in a very rush from outside, but I can assure you that I'm in peace from inside. Okay, being calm. So I don't want to, take very long sessions because we already have we have a closing ceremony as well. But then I would like to talk about the peace building and some initiatives and maybe some of my experiences, and then maybe we can connect in that areas later on. So when you talk about youth advocacy and peace building, so as already I said like yesterday also, when we say peace, we only understand is that if no one is fighting, then that is peace. Okay, or if there is some, the police has intervened and then the place is in peace, but I really don't feel that is peace actually. So here we need to talk about sustaining peace. Sustaining peace do not come only from the political leaders. It doesn't come only from policies, but I think there are some other new areas that we should explore as a peace builder and youth peace leader. And what I see right now is that the youth peace leader, this concept is being developed very well. So United Nations is working currently to build these young peace leaders who will work in the field of peace building. So now what I want to talk is that before the concept was something like humanitarian development and peace nexus, but now that UN has defined it more as a humanitarian aid, development and peace nexus. So what they want is that peace is a very big component of any development policies and issues, and we need to address it very specifically, right? And then when we talk about youth and peace building, young people really have that power to bring peace building initiatives in societies, okay? So this includes the involvement and meaningful participation of young people as a students, as a leaders, as a delegates, as a civil society pioneers, maybe as a counselors and everything. But what we need to see is that what aspect are we integrating in that piece, right? So if I talk about Nepal, now we have one concept that is developing in Nepal as well, that is artivism, not activism only. So artivism is a concept that includes activism and art. So that means that now we are not demonstrating all the things in the street. We are demonstrating our issues through art. And we want to signify the peace building initiative through art, because art is something, culture is something, language is something that makes people very calm and peaceful, right? So now we need to see about those local solutions to bring peace. Only attending the UN summit is not going to do anything. Only attending this Global Youth Literacy Summit is not going to do anything. What we need to do is that we need to make initiatives that align with the local people, right? So for these global issues, we need to have local solutions. And as Sima ma'am already said, like now we need to go not only global, not only local, but global, right? So if I talk about my experiences in the field of peace building and young people, I work more with young people as an educator, as a social worker. So what I do is that I engage young people through volunteerism. So like the elite families of Kathmandu, they have not known about any discomfort, right? And what I do is that I develop a project where they will be engaged for like 1 or 2 months in the rural areas of Nepal. And they work there for renovations of the schools and then teachers training program and then like the infrastructural development. And they work as a labor also there. They work as a labor, they work as a mentor, they work as a communicator, they work as a social mobilizer. So what I could see from that is that those people who even didn't have gone to the rural parts of Nepal, so in that 30 days, 45 days, when they come back, I can see a significant change about the perception that they have with the society and with the communities. So what I see is that young people should be more connected to the communities. That will help to bring these peace initiatives that we are talking about. Because peace initiative at this level will go to creating harmony in society. So when you talk about peace building, the social harmony is the essence of peace building actually. Because if there is social harmony in communities, we will not have these big wars and then these big differences, ideological differences, right? So this comes from the very small roots. But then what we know is that the political parties, political leaders, they are politicizing the whole issues of religion, culture, anything. So I try to aware those young people that whatever the differences is, you need to go to the roots. Until and unless we go to the roots of any violence, we are not going to reach anywhere else, right? And Yes, working with Global Youth Parliament, I'm connected with young people from all around the world, and just sharing you that this was maybe my dream before 10 years back. That maybe a young guy would imagine sitting in a summit and then talking about peace building and everything. So what I see is that every young people have that capacity to do that. So what I am doing right now is that I am working as a maybe a young diplomat, talking about diplomacy, about peace building, and just sharing you a good news that this year I was selected by UN Research and Training Center and Geneva Center for Security Policy and Federal Department of Foreign Affairs Swiss government to participate in senior level peace building course of UN. So it's the one of the highest level course of peace building among the diplomats around the world. So I was lucky to be among the top 21 from the world. So I have learned so many things from that as well. And once I'm completing that tomorrow actually. So I have my virtual certificate handover and my personal action plan tomorrow. So until that, I cannot disclose any information regarding that. It's very strict. So once I come up with that, I will come with this. I'm planning to develop a peace curriculum and peace leadership training module. And I want to share it with all of you and the other countries as well so that we can work and align young people how to develop this peace leadership. And what is the combination of your mind and body with peace and these campaigns and everything. So until you don't have peace within your mind, you cannot be a good leader. You cannot just talk and then bring peace in society. You have to have that from inside, right? So if you are working as a mediator somewhere, and then if the two parties are fighting, and you are leaving the room, that is not going to work. And what I see is that UN is doing that in many areas. Yes, so it doesn't mean that UN is not working well, but what I mean to say is that now we need to suggest United Nations that you do this, you have to do this. So Global Parliament will be that global movement. So we want to raise to all the countries, and what we want to make sure is that we go to that forums and we talk, and we don't only talk, we show them by actions. And I am committed for that because uh, we are just a common man. We have come from a very zero level, and we are now here. So why not we dream about bringing those changes? Because without dreams, nothing is possible. So dreaming about peace building is one thing, and doing something is the next thing. So we have to align those things. And yes, the cultural part, the political part, and the main thing what I see here is that we kind of demotivate young people from politics. They still have this, the concept like politics is a dirty game and we should not care about that. This is something not of our cup of tea and everything. We should educate them about the political process. We should educate them about the parliament. We should educate what they can bring the change if they participate in political activities as a political leader, right? So we are kind of deviating them from the thing that they need to learn because until and unless young people come into politics, nothing is going to change. This advocacy is not going to work. So what I see here is that we should develop cultural leaders, political leaders, young leaders, and I can see a Sri Lankan diplomat as a youth envoy of UN right now, right? And it's a very great pleasure for us. Like South Asian is there, yes. But what I see is that a common people can reach there and have their voices. So why can all of you, not dream of that? And it's not only about one leader, it's about the global initiatives. So yes, these are some initiatives that I look forward to bring. These are some initiatives that I am working, and I also like to announce that along with Global Youth Parliament, we are also working with different other organizations. We have initiated World Diplomacy Forum. The World Diplomacy Forum will gather young diplomats from all around the world, the way the Global Youth Parliament is gathering the youth leaders. And with that, I have also founded the other organization that will especially focus on peace building and peace leaders only. So the name of the organization is One Peace World. So it has a very long journey. So it might take 5 years, 10 years, but yes, I'm very calm and passionate about that.